As Sara enters retirement, reflecting on the impact that she has made during her tenure at ECF should bring her much joy and satisfaction. With that in mind, we gathered some colleagues and friends to share thoughts with all of you, and especially with Sara. In this way, we hope to honor Sara's service to the growth of the foundation and its ability to help Evanston thrive as a vibrant, inclusive, and just community. Thank you, Sara, and best wishes in your retirement.
Sara has had a tremendous impact on Evanston. I think of Evanston Community Foundation as Sara. It's obviously more than that, but she is a leader and she has set the direction.
I think that what the Evanston Community Foundation has become is nothing like the original conceivers could have imagined, and it's way more. And although it was a team effort to get to where we are today, and there were lots of imaginative and dedicated civic leaders who helped, and there were dedicated staff members who helped, no one, has the same amount of credit for having gotten the Evanston United Way to where it is now, more than Sara. I mean, without Sara, I'm not sure we would be where we are today.
I think Sara has opened the door in the community to the importance of collaboration. I think because she has this sense of we can accomplish this, we can tackle these problems, big ones and small ones, that she really engendered a kind of a sense in both in the foundation and the community that no problems were too big for us to think about and tackle, and that she has great, profound belief in Evanston and what it can do, and I think that got people, that was infectious, and I think people got excited about the possibility of problem solving, and I think Sara had something to do with that.
I really look at Sara as being my mentor. I mean, she's really taught me how to be a better philanthropist. She has, I've seen how she evaluates organizations, and I've really taken that to heart. And I think I'm doing a better job in what I do working for my family foundation. And I think because of her, I'm doing a much better job.
Well, Sara's impact on Evanston has been graciousness. She has always been gracious regardless of what the dialogue has been of people at a meeting, and I've always appreciated that. But she's also extremely thoughtful and wise, and she's contributed to so many different causes that I couldn't pick one out. But it's wonderful for Evanston that Sara has been there constantly at every single meeting. If I'm at a meeting and Sara's not there, I think I must be at the wrong place.
She infused the foundation with a sense of energy and with a sense of purpose, and showed everybody exactly what the power of this endowment could be in the hands of some people who had imagination to see it work.
Well, Sara, in her own quiet way, is a great salesperson. She called me one day to ask me to work on Evanston's 150th anniversary. And I told her, I said, I don't want to add any new projects. I'm full already. And she said, well, just come to the meeting, and if you don't make up your mind, we'll leave you alone. Well, of course, I didn't believe that, but I did go to the meeting, fell in love with the idea of Evanston 150, and saw it blossom through much of the leadership of Sara into a very successful organization having dramatic impacts on Evanston.
Well, I would like to underscore what a rich collaboration it's been on multiple levels, both sharing dedication to Evanston's low-income families, children, and parents, collaborating to bring Northwestern and Evanston together because of the Aspen Institute's involvement with its funding and then the foundation's funding. We are in the national spotlight as a city.
When the Grand Victoria Foundation announced the idea of Community Works, One of the criteria was, in order to apply for those grants, you had to have a full-time executive director. And we had just hired a full-time executive director for the first time, so we were qualified for that grant. And Sara really took that and ran with it and became kind of the foundation that really developed Community Works for the Grand Victoria Foundation. And we became the poster child foundation for Community Works, which has now given Evanston over $6 million.
She has been a person with passion, and she will be honest. She will be very transparent, and she has a unique way of saying the truth in her mind that's very genuine and tactful. I've never seen her berate anyone, nor take advantage of anyone, but she always looked for a higher plateau to ascend to and to take people with her.
In nurturing philanthropy of those generous donors, to really encourage them to think about gifts that could have collective impact in terms of broader issues within Evanston and not just single issues. And I think that was has been her greatest contribution, because she's able to work with either individual donors or many donors to understand how their giving can be a catalyst.
Well, I, not too long ago, had an opportunity to participate in a meeting that Sara had with a family that was deeply grieving the sudden loss of their son and brother, and her empathy and her ability to help them find a way through the foundation to honor the life of that young man. It was beyond words. I was so impressed and so grateful to be part of that meeting.
She understands Evanston's needs and understands the needs of the nonprofit community, as well as the needs of children and families and individuals of all ages, and then really works to create programming or to find funding to support the needs that exist in our community.
What I wish for her is that she can enjoy and relax in retirement and find the next thing that really feels like a mission that brings her the kind of pleasure and intellectual excitement and connections that being part of the foundation I know has been meaningful for her.
I hope she will relish in what she's accomplished. She's built a lasting organization that has grown from strength to strength, and I think she can look back on, she's leaving it in great shape. The organization is strong, the assets are growing and have grown considerably under her leadership, and the community is better for sure, and the foundation for sure, as a result of Sara's leadership.
I would love for her just to go out and start doing some things that she hasn't had time to do. I wish that she would go travel with Horst. I mean, this whole thing of her having a doctorate in Indian studies, what? Okay, like, maybe it's time to go to India.
She has so much talent and so much energy and so much drive that it would be shame for her to drift off into a quiet retirement.
Oh, I would wish for Sara to keep on growing and having impact on all of the topics that she cares so much about, especially social inequality, various types of injustices, opening up opportunities, especially for those who may face barriers in our society. She has such high ideals that I wish her the opportunity to continue those in the next phase of her life.
I would just say that we've had a wonderful 15-year relationship. We've always gotten along very well. I've always appreciated everything she's done. I think we've really grown to love each other, and I'll continue to love her.
I'm going to miss having her be, in that position. It's, and I thought about when she told me, I was really excited for her, but at the same time I was sort of sad for myself.
I'd like to say thank you, Sara, for everything you've done for children, especially children and families, and the Evanston community as a whole.
My dear friend Sara, you have been an emulator of leadership in the community. You have been a person to admire, love and cherish. You have been a nurturer of other organizations getting started and growing and having a sense of maturation. Now take care of you. You deserve it. It's your time. Let those who love you help you care for Sara. It's a lesson that all of us leaders need to learn, and we often forget. Take this time for you. And don't feel bad about anything else. You've done an excellent job.